Well, Google just released Nano Banana at Gemini AI, which is basically the best image editing model at the moment. It is beating ChatGPT, Flux One Context, Qwen Image, etc. But at the same time, this model is also getting stronger and better at safety or recognizing any request, especially to remove watermark from a picture. So if you upload a picture that contains a watermark and then you ask it to please remove the watermark, you'll get this message in return: I'm unable to remove watermark from the images. And that's actually something that you could expect, because there is a reason why you should not be doing that. It is usually has something to do with copyright, and I do recommend to just purchase the license if you want to get the picture or use it for especially commercial purposes. But in this video, I'll show you how you can remove it for educational purposes. So again, still recommend to just purchase the license. But anyway, I'm going to show you how you can turn this picture into something that look like this. And it is quite simple, although there is a certain type of watermark that is even more difficult and challenging to remove, and maybe in some cases it is kinda impossible. But anyway, let me show you how you can do it. I'm going to be using this picture again that contains the Shutterstock watermark. Let me create a new chat and just click this button, click upload files, and select that picture. Now, this is the prompt that I'm going to be using. This is actually quite similar to my previous prompt that was still using the Gemini 2.0 Flash image generation. This one is actually Gemini 2.5 Flash. It is, a bit better. Now, let's just enable tools and then create images and just send the message. And you will see that this Shutterstock watermark will be removed from the picture. And since Gemini is just very fast, you don't have to wait like 1 or 2 minutes like in ChatGPT to edit a picture. So that's what I like about this new update from Google. It's just an amazing tool for editing a picture, and we can use it to remove some elements from the picture. Okay, so we got this result. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. This is a real issue in some AI models, but fortunately we can redo that. And yeah, sometimes Google might accidentally add watermarks into a picture, even though the original picture might not contain any watermark. So it is a common problem, but again, we can just click the redo button, and hopefully the next time we can get something that is a lot cleaner. All right, it's still giving me this, so I don't know what's going on, but okay, let's try another one. Usually 3 times is the charm, and I'm hoping that we can actually get the clean picture, because usually during my testing I do use this prompt and it does work normally, but now I'm recording this video and somehow for some reason it's just not working properly. All right, finally we got this picture, and as you can see, it is clean from any text, from any watermark. And by the way, I forgot to mention that this prompt will actually remove any text, and maybe even the text that is not part of watermark. So that's something of the limitation that you need to know. And by the way, the prompt is also available in the video description. Now, let's talk about a type of watermark that is more challenging to deal with. So I have this picture, and as you can see, this LME watermark is just much more challenging, simply because the way it is actually being added into the content. And if you're using the same prompt, it might not be working. Gemini will not reject that, but the result might still look kind of the same. Now, in this case, I was able to actually remove some LME text from the picture, like it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there's only 1 and 2. So that's a nice improvement. So basically, for this particular type of watermark, you might want to do an iterative approach. So you have to remove the watermark letter by letter. And in that case, I just asked Gemini to please remove the letter A from the picture. And this is the result. It's pretty good, it's pretty clean. And also there's only L, M, and Y. And of course, on the next request, I asked Gemini to remove the L, M, and Y text from the picture. And this is the result. Now, at this point, I would say it's finished. You can continue, but I think this black bar is better to be removed by using a cropping tool, because if you are keep asking Gemini, it might not doing exactly the thing that you want. It's just not able to remove the bottom black bar. So I think it's just simpler to use a simple editing app and then remove the black bar. And also sometimes I noticed that it is actually will add the watermark back into the picture for some reason, but it can happen. And I do found this instance of someone on X trying to create a picture based on these two pictures, and since this picture contains a watermark, especially Alamy watermark, even the final picture still have that watermark. So I suspect that this is actually added manually by the system. I don't know about that, but it just doesn't make any sense because this picture is different than this final picture. So it's kind of strange that we have the same watermark again, even on a different picture. So maybe there is something going on behind the scene and I don't know why. But yeah, especially for Alamy watermark, it's just much more challenging to deal with. But for everything else, like getting images, Shutterstock, and many others that are not very difficult or not very complicated, usually 1 or 2 requests will give you the clean picture. So that's basically how you can remove watermarks from a picture using Nano Banana from Gemini. And I'm hoping that I'm going to make more videos about this because this topic is just very fascinating for me. And if you find this video to be useful, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. And I wish you a great day ahead.